Good morning, viewers. I am Monster Toe, and you are watching episode 1 of my series of Minecraft videos and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Notch, for creating such an awesome game that allows us to really make whatever we can come up with in our imaginations. I'm going to start out with a brand new map, just so you can get a feel for what it's like to start with nothing and basically show you how difficult it is to survive the first night. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's not. It just depends on the area that you spawn in and what's available at your fingertips. Well, Minecraft is a sandbox game. It's non-linear. There's no set quests or really any rules. I mean, you do whatever you want. I really like games like that, basically where you start with nothing and you work yourself up to greatness. You are the master of your own destiny. Well, you can see the world generating around me. These maps get extremely large. There's no way you can explore the entire map. Your computer just couldn't handle it because these maps get huge. From what I read is that it'll generate a map 8 times the surface of the Earth before it will start running into problems with, with computing the entire thing and memory storage. Um, this is survival mode. Um, Basically, what you do in survival mode is survive. You collect the resources at your disposable. Yes, you collect the resources at your disposal and anything that'll help you survive. Um, Now, survive from what? Right now, we see some cows. One swimming. There's a couple pigs. Um, Really, no, not protecting yourself from them. They're quite harmless, except sometimes they'll push you around. And one time I got pushed off of a cliff. I was collecting wood from a tree, and a cow was walking around, and he walked into me and pushed me off the ledge. It was funny, but annoying because I had to walk over and pick up my stuff and then climb back up the mountain. Um, anyway, the first thing that you want to do when you start the map is get a feel for where you're at and start collecting resources because you are in a race against the clock. There's the sun right there, and it's slowly rising, and it's going to go all the way and set in the west. And what happens is when it sets, it becomes dark. And in the darkness, the monsters come, like skeletons and giant spiders and zombies and creepers that blow you up and blow everything up around you. So what you want to do is collect some wood. Wood is the foundation in Minecraft. Pretty much everything that you make involves wood in some way or fashion. Hello. You splashing, making bubbles. That's a very happy cow right there. You see. Okay, so, here's a tree right here, and it's broken up, as you can see, into blocks of wood, or its trunk. So, I'm going to hit it with my fist and break the trunk into a block that I can pick up, like that. Thank you. And I'm going to continue to break this tree down. The only usable part right now is the wood. The leaves, you can burn them, start forest fires, or use them as like a wall or something. If you're in a heavily forested area, you can walk on top of them. I like to build tree houses sometimes. If I can't find coal and make a light source, which is how you survive, is basically light is your friend in this game. After you collect some wood, I'm going to collect a little bit more. The minimum amount you can start with is 3 blocks. That will get you enough supplies to start mining. I like to get a little more though, because I like to use the wood to build a shelter or add on to an existing shelter. Like if I have to hunker down into a cave. I'm going to collect a little. After this tree, I'll be done. I'm going to go exploring for coal. That's another great thing about this game is you don't have to necessarily settle down in one spot. One map I went exploring the entire time. I wouldn't even stop in the night. I'd get in my boat, I'd go across a large body of water, and when night would fall, I'd just sit out there in the water because no monsters spawn out there. And I would just continue going in one direction, and it was amazing, all the things that I saw. Hello, chicken. Chickens lay eggs. They're quite useless right now, but I'm going to assume that you'll eventually be able to cook them for food. There's a sheep. You can collect their wool. And wool really doesn't have a use right now, except for paintings. But, again, I'm assuming, because Minecraft's only in alpha stage, so there's a lot of things you can imagine are going to be added in the future. I'm going to collect this guy's wool. Thank you. Oh, gotta dive down deep. Okay, so now we have a naked sheep swimming in the water. Cows, you can harvest them for their leather, and the leather can be made into armor. And the pigs can be harvested for their meat, and you can cook the meat for food to regain your health. Hello, pig. There's a whole bunch of pigs here. Wow. It's the hog convention. Anyway, so here's a little cove area right here. It's nice and cozy. No coal, though. I need to find coal so I can make light. So unfortunately I can't stay. Man, they're just loving the water. Look at that. There's some reeds over there. You can turn that into paper, and turn the paper into books, and the books into bookshelves to decorate your house. And it looks like there's some coal way off in the distance over there next to that waterfall. So I'm going to head over there. First I'm going to explore over here, see if there's any coal nearby. So just a little island with some trees. I really like this island. It's kind of neat. I have to come back here and build a little house or something. That's the nice thing about Minecraft is like really no rules, no objective except for what you want to do. Alright, don't see any coal on this side of the island. I'm going to continue swimming over here. Splashing is obnoxious. Alright, there's some gravel right there. You can dig up the gravel and hopefully you can collect some flint. And that flint, when you combine it with iron, you can make a little fire starter. I'm your fire starter. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up my inventory. You can see I got armor slots right here. There's my guy. Hey. Woo. Then here's a little crafting square. It's a 2x2 square. This is your basic area for making things. So I'm going to take the tree trunks and put it in there. And you can see it creates a wooden plank. So I'm going to collect these wooden planks. I like to leave a few wooden logs just because when I'm making a shelter, I like to have those be the quote-unquote support beams. I mean, you don't need them, but it just makes everything look a little bit more realistic and basically breaks the monotony of a completely wooden planked house. So I'm going to collect a few of those, take that out of there, and what I need to do now is make some sticks. So, I guess I don't need to, but I'm going to, just to show you. With crafting in Minecraft, you basically draw what you want to make. So I'm going to do that, and I make a stick. So I'm going to do that a couple times. Sticks are used for handles, for weapons and tools, and make torches out of them. You can make ladders, fences, signposts. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wooden planks, I'm going to make a crafting bench. This crafting bench, when placed down, basically you can see a little darker outline of the square that you're looking at. That's where you're going to place it, and you right click and it places the crafting bench. And when you open it, you get a 3x3 crafting square. Now you can literally make everything in Minecraft on this tool bench. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a handle like so, and I'm going to draw a pick. So I'm going to do that, and there I get a wooden pick. There are other things you can do too, like, and this goes for all the weapons, it just depends on what materials you use. Like right now I can make a wooden shovel, or a hoe, or an axe. But right now I'm just going to stick with the pick, and I'm going to mine this coal. Alright, what I do is walk up to the block, and without the pick, it takes forever to break this block. And when you do use just your hand, you don't gain a stone block. So, but when you use the pick, it mines it a lot faster, and there, you get a little stone block. Alright, it's getting dark already. You can see the sun setting over there. So I'm going to mine this coal real quick. I'm only going to do a couple right now. And, alright, I'm going to put the coal over the stick, and I get a torch. Make a couple of those. And I'm going to place the torch right here. Now I get some light. Now no monsters can spawn around this area, and so I'm fairly safe for the night. Monsters can also spawn in caves, whether it be in the day or the night. Just wherever there is zero light present, they can spawn. Dig through this dirt. I'm going to bring my crafting bench inside. Alright, let's go in here. I'm going to do this. Alright. That's a terrible roof. I'm just going to keep digging in here. This looks like a nice little cozy area just to live out the first night, which basically is your objective in the first day. From here, you'll be able to put your workbench down, another torch here for some light, and open it up, and you can craft whatever you need for the next day. I would recommend some weapons. So I'm going to make a sword, and there's a little sword handle. And just like wood, you can use stone to make better tools and weapons. Like the wooden pick right here, it'll mine the stone, but if you look in my inventory bar, you can see the green line under the pick. That's its durability. Now when that goes down to 0, your tool will break, or your weapon will break, and it will disappear from your inventory. Add that. There we go. It's a little better. Can't really see anything because I got a glare coming from the windows, so I'm sure if you're in a dark room, you'll be able to see a lot better than me, but that's not going to help. So I'm just going to stay in here. Oh, what I was saying with the durability. Wood, has the least amount of durability. Stone is better. And stone will allow you to mine iron. Wooden picks will not mine the iron. It takes forever, and you will not yield an iron block, and it's basically a waste, because iron, for the most part, when you're starting out, is rare. But when you start exploring more and go into some deeper caves, you'll start getting a lot more iron. And then when you smelt the iron, you can make a furnace and add coal to it. I'll show you how to do that later. You will be able to turn that into iron weapons and picks, and then those iron picks will allow you to mine gold, diamond, red ore, and obsidian. And diamond is your highest material for tools and weapons. It lasts an extremely long time, and it pretty much instantly harvests whatever you're trying to harvest. Well, I'm going to stop here for this video. Basically just showed you how to survive the first night. And in my next video, I'll show you more exploring and starting building a house. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and see you next time.